Hey guys, so I'm on here to do a really fast review of one of my favorite MTV game shows, actually, of all time. And as I show you here, singled out. I'll zoom in on there. Hang on, I don't want the tape actually falling out. This is actually a collector's item. Um, this is the official last singled out episode with Jenny McCarthy back in the Dizzy. And Chris Hardwick, I think here's a Harvick. Can't I don't know how they really pronounce his name, but later on he ended up being on like Talking Dead and a few other shows. Um, I really love the original Singled Out with Chris and Jenny, mostly because it was something different at the time. It wasn't your typical game show. It had a lot of personal jokes. It had a lot of references to modern music at the time and commercials and products that were being advertised at the time. MTV was at the time really trying to focus on like reamping for like the new generation in the 90s, and this was one of the shows that I know everybody watched. This Real World and Road Rules are a few other TV shows that I can think of off the top of my head. Like Remote Control, I think at that point in time was already kind of like gone. Um, I just really respect classic MTV, and this was long before like Daria and all those other shows. Well, Daria I think had its first season in 1999, I believe. I think, yeah, 1999. But Beavis and Butthead honestly is another iconic TV show for MTV at that point in time, and then obviously Total Request Live was another one that was very very in your face all the time, and had a lot of celebrity guests and music guests too. But long history here. I bet you guys didn't know this. Jennifer Love Hewitt appeared on an episode of Singled Out, actually. And the other thing I was going to quickly mention as well is there were several other celebrities that came on there that were fans of the show that did a few episodes when Carmen Electra was taking over for Jenny. Now, if I honestly had my own opinion on this subject, because everybody kept arguing about, well, Jenny McCarthy is the original host with Chris, like she should have a little bit more credit on her record for being a star on MTV at that point. I really agree with that because Carmen Electra came on later on, and we weren't really getting the same vibe that we got with Jenny and Chris, and I noticed that pattern a little bit. Also, a crossover episode, if you're a Boy Meets World fan, is the guy that plays Eric on Boy Meets World was in a crossover episode where he actually was a guest star on Singled Out as a Boy Meets World episode. I think it was season 4. Yeah, season 4, I believe. Check it out. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and say that this is such an amazing thing to have in your collection. And for me, like, Jenny McCarthy was singled out. She was pretty much the biggest star that they had at the point in time. And I still think that she's had a decent career and she's done a lot of different things. So this was just a show that I grew up watching a lot with her on it, and I really enjoy the memories.